least, now I request our conference co-chairman, Dr. Tata Prakasam Garu. Who has got like a 64 years of water industry experience. That's it. So probably most of us are below his experience, our age is below his experience. So I request you to give a little brief about the conference. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sam. Good afternoon. Are you still awake? Yes? I extend my greetings on behalf of Frank Avila, Commissioner Frank Avila, who is an elected representative and now is running for the election again to be a commissioner on the board of Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. So I extend his greetings to all of you. Thanks for being here. Honorable Minister Som Prakash Ji, you're an IAS retired officer. There is one thing I told you, there is common between you and me. That is Prakash is my name, Prakash. Just remember that, sir. Dr. Reddy, the founder of Shanta Biotech, is an entrepreneur and he made several people millionaires, I know that. And Dr. Reddy, Director General of National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj. Thank you all for being here. And I want you to inspire the youngsters here because we're almost gone. I'm 84 years old. Anybody more than 84 years old, please raise your hand. Are you? Come on, you're a liar. Anyhow, thank you very much. And when I see the youth in the back over there, please stand up 1 second, please. Please, the college students, please rise. You are the future. What they told me about sustainability is we are supposed to hand you a clean environment as we found it once before for your sustainability. Please sit down. Thank you very much. I hope this conference has inspired you a little bit from all the track leaders and the leaders of this conference. I must thank, first of all, Dr. Reddy Garu of the National Institute of Rural Development to be the co-sponsor of this conference, and also all the vendors who exhibited their wares here, although they are very small in number. They are zealous and they want to participate in this conference. I thank them immensely because for doing anything, you need the commitment of people and you need vitamin M, that is money. If you have both of these things with the commit and the zeal, you can make things happen. This gentleman here, Sam Pappu, when he said he's going to jump from 2 tracks to 8 tracks, I said, are you crazy? And he and I were the only one working with Bhaskar Chilakuri there, our ground representative in India. We are 3 people to begin with. Commissioner Avila gave us his blessings to this conference, and he was always with us. He came 3 times to India, following us at our request, and he tried to motivate everybody. And that gentleman is now running for office, so he could not be here. Now, I want to thank the organizing committee members, Sam Pappu and Pat Merriweather, she joined us, and Roger Iliff, who could not be here. His wife had an accident, she broke her wrist, and so he wants to take care of her. Hitesh Shah, please stand, sir. I want to recognize these people here. Pat, will you please stand up? And Sam Pappu. Bhaskar, are you there? Yeah. He's our ground representative here. And Roger Iliff could not be here, and Frank Avila could not be here. I'll thank them immensely. So, what it takes, Dr. Reddy asked me to give a commencement speech to rural development officers last time when I was in August here. And I said only 2 things to them. 3 things, I should say. One has to have the passion to do anything. Do you have the passion? Raise your hand. Yes. Very well. I want all the hands to be raised. Come on. Raise all your hands. Passion. Then I told these young graduates, persistence. Passion may be okay, but you have to persist like a leech. That means the leech is hungry, it sucks the blood. And when it sucks all the blood and becomes rounded, then it drops off. So that persistent, why? You achieve the result. You persisted. And now you're done with it, and you're done. And now perfection. The leech does a perfect job because it sucks all the blood. And we have to be perfect in do whatever we are doing. And I know a person in this audience, I work with her, Pat Merriweather. She is such a persistent lady, I call her human dynamo. And you see, she came here 4 times already at my request. And in this, Honorable Minister, in Hyderabad, we have done some projects, close to $500,000. through the Rotary International Foundation grants. And we never asked anybody any money locally. Our partner Rotary Club of Deccan, Hyderabad Deccan Club, we partnered with them. You see, you can do things. You don't have to approach the government all the time. Government has a lot of things to do. They worry about all the people, 1.2 billion people in India. And they're so busy, unbelievably busy. I know these officers, they work late in the night. There is a commissioner, Visakhapatnam Municipal Commissioner. I was told that she called 50 people and she was working till 3 a.m. And we think IAS bureaucrats, I can't reach them, but have mercy on them. They have lots of things to do. I met 4 IAS officers in my life, Dr. Reddy Garu, Dr. Rajat Kumar, Dr. Rajeshwar Tiwari. I mean, these are great people. I mean, they gave me time, and you have to persist. If you want something, I have the passion to do it, so I persist. They don't answer because they're so busy, but I keep calling them. I write to them. Here's an example you see for persistence. Why should I persist? I left my job when I was 66. I could die in my job, nobody could fire me, because I'm a civil service student, I'm a servant there, and I could work. But I saw a young man, Dr. Granado, he's the future of my department. So I said, Tom, you hang in there. You're a young man, and he hung there and he retired the head of the department. Like that another person also did. So if you are committed to your work, and you are persistent, and you're passionate about doing it, and you deliver the goods, sky is the limit. So I tell you, the students here, you be patient, whatever you do, respect your mother and dad first. They gave you birth, just remember that. Without your mother and father, you're not in this universe. I consider women as the primordial forces, Adi Shakti I call them. Last year, Pat made a good comment. Prakash, I saw so many pictures. Where are the women? All right, you take the women leaders for me. She's here. Look at all the women now. So she expressed a desire. We want to follow her advice, and we brought her here. So many ladies came. Look at those beautiful ladies sitting there in the back of the Mary Agger sitting there. Here, Caroline, here's Brianna, and all these things are there. All the beautiful Indian ladies. You are great. With you, I once met Saddam Hussein's right-hand lady. I asked our counterpart R&D director there, Ramanat Asima in Baghdad Municipal Corporation, sir, I want to meet the lady who is really a leader in this community. And why do you want to talk to a lady? I want to see that. She's a mother, isn't she? Yes, she's a mother. I want to see her. So he took me there. Guess what? He got the television cameras and everybody there. And I said, why do you want to see me? She said, look, madam, I believe in motherhood. I believe in your power. You can change the children. I went to the villages in Iraq to see how the villages look like. I lived in villages for 7 years, slept on the floor, rural development in West Bengal. Even today I can speak fluent Bengali. My friend is there, he can vouch for it. I mean, Pramanik here. Like that, Maharashtra. I did speak Maharashtra, but I'm not that fluent any longer. So if you have a commitment to serve the people, you can learn their lingo. No problem. So this lady said to me, why do you want it? And I said, here I saw some garbage because these German containers were there, and Iraqi women are a little bit shorter than American women or German women. These are German containers, and I see garbage all around. And because, they have to throw it like basketball into that, And I told the municipal commissioner there, by R&D, Dr. Ayad, sir, you have to shorten these containers. What do you mean? Look at the garbage around that. You have to make it shorter. Or put some stools there so the women can climb and put the garbage in right there. Because they can create such a world like that by doing little things, interventions. So that is, and I told her that you are a mother, what are you doing for the children to go into better citizens? She said she implemented WASH program in the villages. This was about 1984-85. The Mother Shakti, I call it the Matra Shakti. So with women, you can do a lot of things. They can change the mentality, the behavior at the ground level. So I pray you mothers, teach your children good habits, not to waste one drop of water. Israel, 60% is desert, 40% is arid. They are exporting water to Palestine and Jordan. India has the brains. With one rocket, they sent 130 satellites into the atmosphere. It's not the lack of brains here. It's the lack of commitment to provide safe and clean drinking water and set the garbage out. My prayers were answered by Modi, Mr. Modi, Prime Minister of India, because I wanted to put an open defecation-free village. In 2002, I retired. Pat Meriwether came to this village in Duppada near Vijayanagar. Pat, please stand up a little bit. Show your face to the audience again. And this lady and we did the Bhumi Puja and we did that thing. Still today it is working. That is before Modi declared that Swachh Bharat type of campaign. Today, 85% of open defecation was eliminated starting from 2003. So to tribute, if you have the will to do, you can do anything. If you want to become the best IT specialist, look at Pichai from Google. He's the CEO. Naderla, Satya of Hyderabad. They become great people. That Indra Nui, Pepsi Cola CEO, women power. You can achieve it any want, but you have the passion. I had the passion to work at the water reclamation district. I did achieve that. Born in India and ending up at the water reclamation district to do the work. So what my preaching here like a pastor is, we have to have the passion, we have to have the persistence, and we have to be perfect in what we do and what we say. Sir, I thank you very much for being here, and thank you, God bless you. And here is an IAS officer, he knows all the rules, he knows all the discipline, he is now the minister, he can change. But how many ministers there with IAS, I don't know. But he is an administrator, he can deliver goods. Yesterday, our governor was here. She was terrific. And she said, we'll invite to Raj Bhavan. You please do come and tell us what to do. One final thing I want to tell you, sir. Honorable Minister, please do this for the sake of Telangana, for the sake of Hyderabad. We have an MOU with Environmental Protection Training and Research Institute. We catalyze that work, and they have a memorandum of understanding with the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago. 3 years have lapsed. Unfortunately, nothing is being executed because the good Director General of EPTRI was sick with cancer. And now I was told he has transferred. If there is a way that this MOU can be reinvented, not just for the sake of EPTRI or just some village, but the whole of Telangana, for example. It's in your command. You can do that with the help of the governor. She promised us that she would deliver some things. We are going to write it. Conference sake is not for conference sake. We have to have the follow-up action. So I urge the committee, our organizing committee, to draft something as a product of this conference, and we submit to the Honorable Minister and also to the Governor of the state here. Let's do that. That's a commitment we are going to make today in presence of the Commissioner here, our Honorable Minister here. So, with that, I thank you all for being patient and listening to me. I am very passionate about this. Let us do something good for Hyderabad and for Telangana. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Dr. Tata Prakasam Garu. Now, I request Dr. W.R. Reddy Garu, the Director General of the National Institute of Rural Development, and our mentor, please to say a few words.
Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Sri Som Prakash, the guests sitting on the dais. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the 8-track chairmen, co-chairmen, presenters, and of course the rapporteurs for churning out the knowledge and the technologies that are available, and I think which will flow into the proceedings of this today's seminar and can be of great value for us. I wish to thank Dr. Tata Prakasam for this initiative, and as he says, the persistence, he will not leave. He didn't leave me for the last 2 years, of course, for making these events possible. Call day after day and then catch hold and then convey the message and then make the things happen. I think that persistence is the element which can move us forward. And I also consider that the opportunity of presence of so many experts from Chicago, I call it Chicago Group, I think is a great opportunity for us, India, and to be specific to Telangana and Hyderabad, of course, for making use of your expertise, making use of your technologies, which can be helpful and which can be enabled for solving the problems that we face in this part of the world. We are talking about circular economy. nothing is waste. Everything has to be converted into usable product, and I think that's how the 8 tracks have been designed in this 2 days event. In fact, I was sharing in the morning that for India, this is the most opportune moment to bring the change under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has started massive campaign mode approaches. You take Swachh Bharat, you take Jal Shakti Abhiyan, you take water supply for each household through piped water supply system, urban cluster development program, integrated sustainable rural development program, and smart cities, and so on and so forth. And I think this is the greatest opportune moment where we can bring the change, we can make the difference. Dear friends, in India, we have made the mess of the urban ecosystems. As the DG of NIRDPR, looking after or concerned with the rural development, we don't want to replicate that mess which is being corrected now in the rural areas for the first instance itself. Why to create the mess and then try to find solutions? So we want to learn from the urban experiences and then evolve the models, take the models for solving the problems before they become huge, demonous problems. Waste to wealth, I think I can understand the industry, the name of industry, the water industry, wastewater industry, providing employment for so many people, and of course solving the problem. Of course, the ecosystem in the US may not be replicable as such. We have to look for meeting the Indian requirements, small micro enterprises to solve the problems of the small habitations. About 6 lakh village habitations can have small social enterprises to solve the problems. These are all social problems, either solid waste or liquid waste. They are social problems, but if the social problems can be converted into social enterprises by grooming, by hand-holding the youth entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs in the rural ecosystem, and that can in fact accelerate the overall socio-economic development in the country. For that to happen in the rural ecosystem, I want these techniques, technologies, processes to piggy ride on the local government platform. There are local governments, Grama Panchayats, and of course urban local bodies, the separate setup is available. Grama Panchayat is the local government, constitutionally enabled local government. And all these should be weaved, should be connected with the local government, and the local government should take on the help of these technologies, take on the help of these experts to create the local ecosystem which is free from waste. Instead, the waste gets converted into wealth. Of course, the technology infusion, the professional management approach, and of course sustainable models. That's what we are looking from the Chicago group. And I'm sure your guidance can help us in leveraging your experience. You will be seeing tomorrow in NIRDPR we have unique concept of Rural Technology Park, wherein we demonstrate the technically feasible, economically viable models to showcase to the rural entrepreneurs and the rural ecosystem, and then can get trained on these models by coming to NIRD and then go back and set up similar facilities. And we have large number on drinking water and sanitation aspects also, in addition to number of other livelihood activities for the rural folks. And I'm sure some of the technologies, some of the ideas which are emanating from this seminar can get into the demonstration mode at the Rural Technology Park at NIRDPR. On this juncture, I would like to recall what Mahatma Gandhi, our father of nation, has said. This Mother Earth has enough for everyone's need, but not for the greed of the human beings. That forces us to look at conservation of the resources, reducing the use of resources, and of course reuse of the resources, and recycling, and of course generating various usable materials from the so-called waste, which is not actually waste. It can be converted into wealth. And I'm sure this seminar will take us in that direction for the future prosperity of India, and of course for the whole humanity in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. W.R. Reddy garu. Without your wholehearted support in person and NIRD's as organization support, we would not have conducted this conference at such a level. Thank you very much once more. And now I will ask Dr. Padma Bhushan Varaprasad Reddy garu. I was fortunate enough we have common friends at Chicago. I met him a few years back, and then I was so happy to see him here, sir. And we want to share your experience. Thank you very much.